Hi, I'm Cloud Crea. I'm going to show you a product I've been working on called the Genji. The Genji is a wearable video game controller. It supports full gesture recognition for key mappings. So for instance, if I close my fist and hold my hand upside down, I can switch over the sword, swing it around a little bit. I can map that once again over to another gesture, such as switching weapons or something like that. Now the cool thing is, instead of just mapping to gestures, I also have an EMG sensor which senses my muscular activity. So if I just hold up my hand, nothing's going to happen. But when I flex and really put some effort into my actions, I can actually map different actions on my character's part to my muscle activity, which really puts you into the game in a whole different way, and I can't fake it like I could in front of a Kinect or a Wii or something like that. There's also a joystick on the glove itself here, so I can move my character around. If I'm wearing two of these, I can control the camera or something like this, but really this lends itself very well to virtual reality, so if I had something like an Oculus Rift, I could be wearing that and I could still look around without having to hold on to a piece of plastic like a controller or something like that to control where my character's moving. It's really a lot more immersive to be able to look down at your character who has empty hands and you have the same, or be able to just switch weapons in the same fashion that they are instead of pressing a button or something like that. Training new gestures is very quick, very easy. There's a high-level API if you're a developer where you can just map gestures into keystrokes and your computer will just recognize it as a keyboard and a mouse. Or of course there's a low-level API where you can get the actual direct sensor data for each of the fingertips, for the accelerometer and gyroscope, and for all the electrode buttons. Speaking of, you can map menu keys or jump actions and stuff like that to these buttons as well. Maybe a trigger finger in a first-person shooter like Halo or something like that. As of right now, I'm tethered in because I'm running off of Intel's Galileo board, which is a pretty hefty piece of machinery for its size. But Intel just came out with a much smaller version called the Edison, which is a very tiny, very powerful computer with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I'm going to be able to put this on. Right now, this is just a prototype. But in the final version, this is going to be completely wireless as well, so you can really be untethered and have a hands-free virtual environment experience. Like I said, there's nothing more immersive than it feels so cool to be able to look down at your character's hands and instead of holding a controller and pressing a button to get your player to take an action, being able to look down and say, those are my hands, and really feel the power coming out of your own palms. So that's the Genji. I'm hoping to have a Kickstarter done later this year. Thank you very much.